Take a good look at these people. What do you think is going on? Here's a man in a yellow vest walks up to the driver, says something to him, and then he gets a few dozen dollars. You probably thought it was a parking attendant collecting tolls, or maybe it was a man in a car paying a fine. Wrong! You were wrong, and have just fallen into the trap of scooterist scammers who only pretend to be authorities. This is a parking scam. The scooterist scam gang made a huge amount of money before the police arrived, and people started to suspect something. Watch today's episode carefully so you don't fall into the same trap in the future. Welcome back to Scam Alerts, your go-to channel for exposing the latest scams and keeping you informed. Today we have a truly shocking revelation that will send chills down your spine. A dangerous twist to an old scam has emerged, targeting unsuspecting drivers heading to the guaranteed rate field in Chicago. Brace yourselves, because this scam is taking fear and intimidation to a whole new level. Picture this. You're cruising down the side roads or trying to exit the Dan Ryan Expressway, excited to catch a Chicago White Sox game. But out of nowhere, a swarm of thieves on motorized scooters descends upon you like vultures preying on their next victim. Dressed in deceptive yellow vests, they suddenly appear as supposed parking attendants, demanding a hefty $1.40 from you for the privilege of parking your car. But here's the kicker. These crooks won't take no for an answer. Imagine the heart-pounding scenario described by Ryan and Jackie Cawley, who were ambushed by these con men. To make matters worse, they couldn't spot a single police officer nearby, leaving them feeling vulnerable and on edge. The scammers were relentless, pushing and prodding drivers until they coughed up the cash. It's like a twisted form of extortion, where they wield their yellow vests and a wad of cash to give off an aura of legitimacy. But fear not, because the Scam Alerts team didn't just sit idly by. Equipped with ground cameras and even their trusty drone, investigators hit the streets to track these villains. What they discovered was truly jaw-dropping. Before the game, the con men gathered like a pack of wolves in a Wentworth Gardens parking lot, with one man ominously standing out as their ringleader. He barked orders, orchestrating the approach of the scooter-mounted bandits as they targeted unsuspecting drivers on the highway exit ramps. Can you believe that even near the official entrance to the White Sox parking lots, these audacious fraudsters had the audacity to block innocent fans from entering? The Cawleys, running late for the game, had the nerve-wracking encounter of being shaken down by the scammers. "There's no spots left. If you want to get a spot, you gotta give me the money now," one of them brazenly declared. But here's where our victims showed their resilience. They noticed signs near the ballpark explicitly stating that only credit and debit card payments were accepted. Their alarm bells rang loud and clear, alerting them to the trap laid out before them. Refusing to be fooled, they stood their ground, which only unleashed the scammers' aggression. In a shocking turn of events, these scoundrels turned menacing, verbally assaulting Ryan Cawley and resorting to violence by kicking their car. Can you imagine the fear and anxiety that must have coursed through the Cawleys as they found themselves trapped in this terrifying situation? Needless to say, they made the wise decision to turn their vehicle around and head home, avoiding further danger. Sadly, they are not alone. Numerous fans have come forward, sharing their horrifying experiences of being blocked, kicked, punched, and even spat on when they resisted paying these scam artists. It's sickening to think about innocent fans falling victim to such reprehensible tactics. Dina Mora, one of those unfortunate souls, fell right into their trap outside the guaranteed rate field, thinking she had found a legitimate spot. Flashlights waved, and what appeared to be permits were placed on car dashboards, each sucker paying a whopping $1.40. The scammers made a killing, raking in around $2,400 in just 1 hour. Stay tuned, my fellow scam busters, as we dig deeper into the world of audacious scammers on Scam Alerts. Remember, no scam is too daring or too outrageous for us to uncover.